heart is who we are, and who we are is everything. When we're turned around, we're out in love. You know that's where I'll plant my feet.
Morning.
Life is calling.
Let's do this. So the majority of the questions I get from my students are in regard to exercise and nutrition. And in the winter I did a deep dive into nutrition with them. And I wanted to kind of take you into my life for one morning here in my garage. My garage is my happy place. It's a place where I could spend all day and be in there alone, be in there with family and friends. I'm just super psyched to be in there, improving my mind and my body, and I just love being in there. So that's where I start my day. I'm working really hard on trying to strengthen my legs because my legs are disproportionately weak to the rest of my body. Or if I want to spin it in a positive way, my upper body is disproportionately stronger to my lower body. No matter how I word it, I got a lot of work to do with my legs. And studies are coming out and showing now that the muscle mass in our legs, or the strength in our legs, is an indicator of lifelong health and wellness, which I think is really interesting. And for the health of the knees, some stuff is coming out saying that the health of the knee a lot depends on the muscles around the knee. So if I can squat with, I got a long way to go to get to perfect form, but as best form as possible, hoping that it's going to help the longevity of my knees and my life overall.
You better let it flow. You better let it run. Hold up your head. Think about today's guess they don't look at you the same way. You make up the time, but this ain't the end. You better let it flow. You better let it run.
Warm-up is complete. Warm-up takes me somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes. And now we can get into the working sets.
Face the world with the best intentions. Well, are you frozen still when the world faces you? I'm true. 'Cause you don't have long. I'm gone.
I think getting the belt on is actually worse than doing the set.
There's any other way. Time to close my eyes to see what I've been missing. Well, somehow I feel okay.
So now that we finished the back squats, I'm going to strip all the weight off the bar, start all over again. And this time with the front squat. For those that are unfamiliar, the back squat, the bar is on my back or behind my head. The front squat, the bar will be close to my clavicle and in the front of my head. This builds strength in my legs as well, with some core stability and many of the lifts that I need to be able to perform if I decide to go back at competition. Jury's still out, depending on how my body feels. I need to be able to be proficient with this movement.
I think it's time to close my eyes to see what I've been missing. Somehow I feel okay. How you feeling right now? I have fought before, saying, are there such things as choices? Has it been there all along? Must we just carry on? Well, I hope it takes me home where my sea was sure.
So after back squats and front squats, I'll move on to some unilateral work. Unilateral is just a fancy way of saying one leg at a time. So that way I can build balance of strength throughout both of my legs. I've injured both legs in different ways, so I'm trying to have them recover and build the strength back. So this unilateral work is really helpful. So that was not nearly as fun as it looked. I like to finish my strength sessions in the morning off with a movement that is in line with the movement that I'm training, but also adding in a core piece. So I give myself just enough help with my hands as I need to keep my form tight. This morning stuff is tedious, often boring, but I think in those tedious, boring moments of routine is where we dig deep, or where I dig deep and find strength. And if you can purposely put yourself in uncomfortable, boring situations in the name of progress, I think it's a really cool way to build mental strength in addition to physical strength, because this is not about just physical strength for me. The other piece is when I first started lifting at 4:30 in the morning, it was simply because my daughter was freshly born, new to the world, and it was the only time that I had to do this. And what I've come to learn is that I started doing it for the physical piece, and I continue to do it for the mental piece. It just centers me for the day. It starts me off in a great mindset to tackle the rest of my day, and on days that I don't do it, I feel a big difference. But it took many, many months for it to become a regular part of my routine, and now I'm grateful that I was willing to persevere through those first bunch of months, because now it's a very regular part of my life. Now that session number 1 for the day is done, the very best part of the morning. Get to go in and have a huge breakfast with my wife and my daughter. Love it. I could have breakfast every meal, all day, every day. Love breakfast.